confused, and the AI is really dumb.
I would say it's unique, and it's weird to try to get your head around when you're first starting.
It is a weird game, yeah.
It plays very differently than you would expect, actually.
Yes, it does.
Which is what threw me off at first, but like once I started to get a hang for it, I actually really started to like it. But it is not an.
It is
easy
growing
game.
on me now.
It's not an easy game, and it's different.
I really like the fact that it took me like 5 games to play before I really started to really enjoy it.
I still don't use, I feel like, half the controls. Like, I don't really dash or things. I don't know. I'm like trying to
dash to get away from things or to break through walls. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can do that? Oh, I should probably do that.
Yeah, dash lets you break through walls, so you don't have
I don't know.
Shoot it.
The music is pretty bomb.
The music's pretty good. The art style is unique. Well, kind of. It's different.
I really like it. I really liked it.
But I'm definitely going to be playing it probably quite a bit this weekend, just trying to get my head around it, because it feels like it is a challenge in and of itself just to get good.
I got
to the first boss.
I got to like two creatures left, like almost to the outer rim of the galaxy, and I fucking died. I was so pissed.
Wait, do you only get 1 life?
Yeah, it's roguelike. It's roguelike. So once you die, you start over again.
Oh, but I got all these nice weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, all your stuff stacks, but so does all your damage.
Yeah.
Which is the thing that I struggle with the most. Just like trying not to. I probably take too many hits, but in general, it's still a really fun game once you're getting your head around it.
The frogs are the worst enemies in the game.
Are they?
The giant ones that poison you with their fucking giant tongues? Yeah, those things suck.
I didn't find them to be that bad.
The giant ones?
They're so big. And
they take
so
up like half the fucking screen, and their tongue goes out like 3/4 of the screen.
Yeah, they're so absurd.
But if you're really good and you can hit them in the tongue takes like 3 hits, and then you can harpoon it out and kill them in 1 hit. Yeah, I play a lot of that game.
I'm going to be probably playing quite a bit this weekend, like I said. Maybe getting high and playing. No, actually, you know what? I had some edible yesterday, and I had a good experience. But trying to play that game for the first time while I was tripping was not easy.
Oh no!
It was, especially when like I hit one of the enemies and things started freaking out, and there was like hypno colors flashing everywhere. That was.
Oh, I just experienced that. Yeah.
It was. I didn't know what was going on.
The game we're talking about, guys, is Black Sea Odyssey.
Are we just jumping right in right now?
Yeah, because we're having the Black Sea Odyssey conversation right now. So whenever you want to do the intro, Hollow, you're more than welcome to.
I want to play more. I'm actually starting to have fun with it now that I kind of understand.
Yeah, it takes some time to get into, but once you do, I mean, yeah, like we said, like it doesn't play nearly it doesn't control nearly similar to how you would expect it to. Like its base is definitely a twin stick shooter, but like the mechanics are very different once you start getting into it.
It's weird. The music's really cool. That's my favorite part so far.
The music, it's like Hotline Miami in that it really gets you into the mood for what's going on in the game, and it's
pretty much it
just keeps you going.
What I really like the fact that it's a roguelike that plays kind of like a twin stick shooter, but controls like a bullet hell game.
But it has like the length of like almost like a quarter muncher arcade game.
Exactly. I love it.
It's so long, and like I can't imagine ever getting good enough to like beat it. But I'm hoping I will. I'm still gonna, like I said, play a lot of it. It's good shit, man. What was the company who gave that to you? That's so random that they just reached out to like. Well, I mean, they were very generous, obviously.
Yeah, we got review codes for it from the guy that handles the PR for them. He's in the Podcast Beyond group. And somebody else works for a site that was also in that group. I think it was Beyond. It was either Beyond or the Comedy Button group. And some guy had gotten a review code and was talking about how at the end of the review code email that the guy was sent by a company, not the company that makes Black Sea Odyssey. It said, if you don't give this game a good review score, you can expect not to get codes in the future. And I commented on the status how when I did that RPG, that old school RPG review, and they hated it.
When did you do that?
Or what about the time Dawn made fun of Suda51's game?
Without chainsaw. Wait, what old school game did you get a review code for that you didn't like very much?
I liked it. I just said that I wasn't sure if I liked it because it was a good game or because it was so packed full of nostalgia. And they didn't like the fact that I said that about the game because it was Tides of Fate, Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate.
Ooh, that name sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not sure I know it.
I think that was pre-you.
Okay.
I did that review on February 18th, 2013.
I guess I can kind of see why they wouldn't like that or be happy about it, but at the same time, it's a good review and legitimate reasons for liking a game. Whether or not you did.
I did. I gave it a good score too. I think I gave it we were going out of 5 at the time. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. And they were the PR person was like, "Oh, I really like it. Yeah, you guys got really back. You guys really understand the love letter that we were trying to do to old school JRPGs." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And then the guy that created the game was like, "I don't like that you say that you're not sure if the game's good or if it's the nostalgia factor." And the PR company wanted me to pull down the review, which I had to end up doing.
Oh, okay.
I had to edit the review around, and then I finally said, you know what, fuck it. You can't tell me to pull down a review, so I put it back up and was like, fuck you guys.
Fuck you and your good review for the game that I liked.
And
that's so weird.
And they were do you remember Kat?
Was she the one who was transgender and hated us for a while?
Yeah, the one that because
we weren't liberal enough. Really it was that was weird.
Yeah, she attacked me on Twitter because I said, "Hey guys," rather than being caring about this is pre Black Lives Matter, by the way. I was like, "Hey guys," rather than being "Oh, we're for the gay agenda and we're for this agenda and we're for that agenda. Can't we all be humans?" Be like, "Yo, we're together and we're fighting against this evil that's trying to oppress everybody." And she was like, "Oh, you're just a cis white guy. You'd never understand." So
that's cool.
She was the PR person on the game.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
that gives a little more background. Not that the reason she hates you is valid, but it does give more background as to why she hated you.
Yeah,
that's weird.
The quote that they didn't like was, "I don't really know if the reason I enjoyed the game so much was the fact that Chronicles of a Dark Lord is a good game, or because of the nostalgic feel that reminded me so much of my favorite childhood RPGs. Either way, though, that doesn't change the fact that I still really enjoyed Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1, Tides of Fate. This is why I gave the game a B-."
They were like, nah. Wow.
Yeah. So the PR guy at Black Sea Odyssey reached out to me and was like, "I like what you said. We're a small team. You want to try this game out? We're coming to console soon." And then I guess he researched us and he's like, "I can get a code for you, Caleb, and Hollowblade if you want." And I was like, yeah. And that was that.
Actually, I play that game on console. It might be a little bit better control-wise.
I am playing it. I'm playing it on Steam. I use big picture mode so that I can use my PS4 controller, and it works really well, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. So big picture mode. I don't know if anybody knows this. I didn't know it until I looked it up yesterday because I was trying to figure out how to run my PS4 controller on my PC, which used to require hack programs, but. Now, Steam, it's in beta, but if you put Steam into big picture mode, it will recognize your PS4 controller as an Xbox controller, and you can use it. So
Sorry.
Bless you.
super useful if you want to use a controller, well, PS4 controller for PC games. Yeah, and I would highly recommend it because it makes that game way easier to control, and controls and speed and whatnot are super necessary for doing well in that game.
Yeah, I feel like the controls just, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Well, I don't play on mouse and keyboard very often, but I feel like I play enough Diablo that I should be able to, control a game like that. But I guess on Diablo, you don't control with WASD.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I felt like they were
pretty
pretty smooth with the PS4 controller. I haven't tried I never tried the. I didn't even want to try, honestly, like the keyboard and mouse, just because I thought it would be too weird. I wasn't sure how it would work, but I mean, yeah, I could say controllers are great. Recommend it. But so yeah, Black Sea Odyssey. We've all played it at this point. Pretty solid game. I don't know if I could play it enough to give it a solid score.
I wouldn't.
But
I wouldn't even review it yet, and I think I've played like 8 hours of that game.
Yeah, I played for like two at this point. But it's a really good game. If anybody's looking for something different, as we said, it kind of seems like a twin-stick shooter, but then it plays very differently once you start playing it. I'd say just go in with no expectations and just expect a good arcade-style roguelike, and you'll have a lot of fun. It's just a very unique, in a fun way, game. I guess we could say a little bit more about it. I mean, so it's like you're facing off against these 3 other AI-controlled bounty hunters who you don't normally see. They just get random scores for their bounties, but you have to go out and you have to you choose specific bounties from a space map, and then you go out into different regions of space you play from a top-down view, which is kind of interesting because you're in space on a dinghy. But your character is out there, and you're trying to hunt down these giant creatures. And to beat each level, you have to hunt down a creature, and depending on how, a massive creature that takes up most of the screen, while you're moving around it with the twin sticks. And depending on how fast you find the creature and take it down in the level, you get a better score. And then your score is tallied up against the other bounty hunters you're going against, because they're getting whatever auto-generated scores throughout this competition that this fictional competition that the game is based around, which adds an interesting challenge, because it's hard enough for me just to kill the boss monsters, but this idea of having to compete against people makes it that much more, not frustrating, but it's that much more nerve-wracking to do good. As me and Chris have said, Chris got way closer than I did, but I still have not beaten it once. I guess ideally you're supposed to be able to do multiple runs and then go for times and scores.
Yeah.
But it is a very fun game, but it is a challenging game. So it's gonna take me quite a while to get to the point where I can do some stuff. But I'm hoping to get there. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth the time if you just want something quick and roguish and arcadey like that. It's fun.
I'm going to use up the rest of my voice talking about Black Sea Odyssey, aren't I? The thing is, every level that you go into, it starts off where you see all these AI-controlled characters, there's a store where you can buy shit, and then it's 3 wanted posters, and every monster has a level which adds hey, more keys will show up here, and more chests are here, or all the enemies deal more damage, or all the enemies have more health. And a bunch of these things all at once. So you want to look at the parameters when you're choosing which monster you want to go up against. But once you get into the level, there's also a bunch of other monsters around. And if you just go directly for the boss, you're going to have a bad time. I will tell you that right now. What you want to do is you want to try to stay away from the boss for as long as possible, really. Collect keys and power-ups to open chests to get better weapons, deal more damage, that kind of stuff. So that way when you fight the boss is nowhere near as hard. But my favorite mechanic is the harpoon mechanic in that game.
Yeah, that was really cool. I had to ask you about it because I couldn't figure it out, because I did only some of the tutorial and I kind of skipped it. Once you told me about it, I was like, oh, this is really cool. And that's where I started liking the game, after I figured out the harpoon mechanic, because I thought it was kind of neat.
I still don't entirely understand it, but I definitely use it probably more than I should. I rarely ever just throw normal javelins. I'm usually just trying to tear pieces off.
Well, you
so
weaken them with the javelins and then tear pieces off with the thing.
I got that during the first boss I finally beat. Weaken with your little. So you have one trigger for obviously the people who haven't played. It, like we said, it plays like a twin stick in that you've got one stick controlling the camera in your direction and then one controlling where you're actually going. But you've got one of the triggers will throw little javelins, which you can change depending on, like at the very beginning of the game, you have the option to choose your character and what javelin you want to go out with. And then you just kind of throw those like a twin stick shooter. You just throw them repeatedly. They're infinite. The left trigger controls what's basically like a huge harpoon, and you have to hold it down to charge it up. And then once you do, it launches out this huge metal harpoon tied to a rope. And you can not only, you can either hit the enemies with it to do like a lot of damage, or if they're weakened, you can use it to literally jab into them and then tear off bits of them to like either take off way more damage or to just kill them outright.
Yeah. The harpoon. I'm sorry.
What?
I was gonna say the harpoon also lets you stay attached. It's kind of like Scorpion's Get Over Here harpoon. It lets you stay attached to the enemy, so if you're fighting a really fast enemy that like continuously runs away or you need to get behind because it's blocked in the front, if you harpoon it, you have a much easier time maneuvering around the enemy when you're harpooned in.
See, there's so much going on in this game, I don't even know why I didn't even think to do that. I'm just throwing my harpoon all willy-nilly. Because it seems like if you get a solid hit, that you can just do the harpoon again without having to charge up, but I'm not entirely sure how that works.
It depends on how long you hold it down. If you hold it down the longest, it lets you harpoon twice in a row really quickly.
Okay, that's
really?
What I thought. Yeah. But then for some people, when I was doing like really well, I would just harpoon over and over and over again, like short little throws. And as long as I was still like hitting spot on, it would let me keep going. And I wasn't I don't know. But either way. Either way, it's pretty sweet.
It's
pretty
a really
interesting
good game.
Mechanic. Very, very different mechanic, as we've said. But very cool game.
Yeah.
Anything else we have to say about it?
No, we'll talk about it more when Hollow and Caleb has had more time to play.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Definitely, like I said, hope to get way farther now that I'm starting to really wrap my head around it.
Hollow, do the intro, please.
What episode was it?
193.
193.
Start date.
Alright. What's up, guys? I'm Hollowblade. Today we don't have Chris as your host. I'm your host. I'm taking over. This is my show. Chris is here, but he's sick. This is episode 193 of the Gaming Death Podcast. My co-host, Caleb, K-Train. You're there.
Kyle.
Kyle.
I'm Neil.
And last time I didn't introduce you, so I'm starting with you.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Anyways, we can get into the show now.
I'm here. I'm here too.
So Chris is, as I said, Chris is extremely sick. He sounds kind of like a zombie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I have.
He won't be speaking as much. Hopefully, he gets better.
I feel like I have like hardcore vocal fry. It's annoying the hell out of me.
You sound scary. You sound like a tough guy.
Oh, do I? I'm growing a beard, so maybe it's just the beard making me more manly.
It's the beard making you more manly.
The beard is increasing your testosterone and thus lowering the octave of your voice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually all the oil that you've been putting onto the beard.
Oh.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it has to be. It must be.
It's pure testosterone. He's just
pure
rubbing all over his face.
Yeah.
Just rubbing all over there.
Anyways, what's up, guys?
I'm sick. I'm growing
You're
a beard.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot. There's lots of good games coming out now, but I am not buying any of them so far.
Dude, the new Tales game came out.
Tales of Breast Area.
Tales of Brestaria, yeah.
Tales of Breast Area, as the kids are calling it. But how is it? I'm super curious because it looks really different.
Well, I would love to tell you, except Amazon decided.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. So it comes out January 2017, but Amazon was like January 2018. So on my Amazon, it says that it will ship January 1st, 2018. so I don't have my copy yet.
I'd call them about that.
I want to. I'll probably wait until maybe tomorrow. I'll send them an email, an angry email. Actually, I've always been pretty good about fixing the shit that they break, so
that's good.
I can't complain. But yeah, I don't know about that one. However, I did get Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and that game looks really good.
What games are on there?
Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and there's a new thing. I don't know if it's actually a game, or if it's just like a cinematic.
There's Dream Drop. Is Dream Drop Distance a game, or did they turn it into a movie?
No, Dream Drop Distance was a 3DS game, so it's a.
I know, but some of the games they turned into movies rather than actually like letting you play them on the collections.
What? Like which one?
The last collection they did it for. I think they
didn't they do it for Chain of Memories.
I think they did it for Chain of Memories, and I think you could play it or just watch a movie, or you had to. I couldn't remember how it worked, but I think they did that for a couple of the other games in this one too. Or one of the games is in this one.
Dream Drop I know is playable because people were posting on the Beyond Facebook group that I thought this was never coming to Vita, and they were remote playing from the Vita Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I only played. Which one did I start playing? Dream Drop Distance, the one where you play as Sora and Riku.
Yes.
That's the one I started playing. So yes, you do play that one, as opposed to not playing it.
As opposed to not playing it. Good to know.
Quick question. Birth by Sleep's the PSP game, right? The like super
Correct.
prequel?
Yes. Where you get to play 3 different characters.
That's the one I haven't played.
But this is a sequel to Birth by Sleep, right?
What?
Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
I don't know the lore.
Yeah,
it just collects the games. I don't know.
So Birth by Sleep is in 2.5, I think. And then the one in 2.8 is technically like a side story that takes place after Birth by Sleep, but connects Birth by Sleep to the main series, right? Because it starts with the 3 characters from Birth by Sleep stuck. This spoilers, I guess, for people who may or may not play Birth by Sleep in the future. I never did, but I just read about this collection. Because at the end of Birth by Sleep, all the characters are stuck in this weird like negaverse, and the Birth by Sleep. The what?
Nega Scott?
Yeah, Nega Kyle. They start in this weird negaverse that they're stuck in after beating the boss in Birth by Sleep, and that's where the spin-off starts. And it's about them trying to get back to the main world, and it's like a few hours long. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's in 2.8.
Yeah, it's Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage.
Yes.
And Kingdom Hearts X back cover, which is a new HD movie.
Yes, it's a movie. I see.
It's a movie. They made it a movie.
They did.
Yeah, no, see, I'm waiting for Birth by Sleep to come to PS4. I think that's coming in 1.5 plus 2.5 remix for the PS4.
Yeah, I heard about that too. That's going to have pretty much everything except what's in this, which is actually exciting because I never got to play Birth by Sleep either. And I heard it was the best one. But,
I've
only played 1 and 2, really.
I've
Same here.
Played all of them but Birth by Sleep. I love Kingdom Hearts. No, I've played Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories, 358 over 2, Recoded. I think that's all of them.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, you played Dream Drop Distance, you said?
Yes, I did.
How was Dream Drop Distance?
I hate it.
Oh, okay.
Really? You didn't like that?
I think it's the my least favorite in the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
I've also heard it's super unnecessary from a plot perspective.
It
like you
really
don't need
is.
to play it.
You don't.
So, alright.
That's
all I need to hear.
It's about Sora and Riku sleeping.
Pretty much. He's not lying.
That's nasty.
No story elements really happen. You should play 358 over 2. That has some story stuff in it.
That's all the Roxas and Axel stuff, right?
Yeah.
See, that sounds interesting to me.
That's a really
the thing
good
is, I absolutely loved Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 when they were first coming out. Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 was like how many years after the first one? 3, 4?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 4 years.
And I loved those two when they came out, and it was maybe my favorite game series at the time. And then it took forever to get any sequels, and then when we did, they were on handhelds, which I never played anyway. So I completely dropped out of the series for like 10, 12 years now by this point.
Oh, that's sad.
So I don't know. I guess maybe I'm missing something, but like I'd have a lot of ground to catch up. I feel like if I wanted to. So like people are getting super excited about 3, and that's cool. But like I haven't touched any of them in years, so I just don't really know what to think at this point.
That's why you pick up 1.5 plus 2.5 remix for the PS4 for $50 and play through the entire series.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I probably will have to at some point in the future. But there's so many good games coming out right now that I don't even have the money for because there's so many. And I don't know if you guys have the money for. Lots of stuff's coming out.
There is lots of stuff coming out. I'm avoiding some of it. Chris, you just got Resident Evil 7, correct?
Yeah,
yes.
The only reason I bought Resident Evil 7 was because Caleb was like, hey, this game's $37 right now. Or
on Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, on Amazon. And I was like, and I quickly went over, and as I'm like ordering it and I confirm my order, he's like, and it's gone. And I was like, what?
Oh, did you? But you got it just under the wire.
Yeah, I think I paid like $30 for it.
God damn it. Yeah, I almost did that myself. I was so close to just.
Because I still saved the 15 or 20% with Prime when I bought it.
That's so nice. I'm still tempted to buy that game because it looks so good and everybody's saying so many good things about it. Destructo gave it a 10 out of 10.
That's crazy.
And I was like, whoa. And it sounded really good. And the game looks really good. But I haven't pulled the trigger just yet. And there's a lot of other games coming out, so now I'm starting to get paralyzed because there's so much stuff that I could be playing.
But you're not.
But I'm not. Well, Tales of Berseria is supposed to be good. I haven't seen any reviews of it yet. It just looks really
IGN
good.
Put up a review. Got like an 8.8, which is.
Oh, really?
And they said nice things about it. So that's good.
Okay. Because Tales games can be hit and miss, it seems like.
100%. They
So
definitely can.
Slightly wary, but Yakuza 0 just came out, and they're saying it's one of the best of the series. What else is coming out? Stuff's coming out soon.
We have Horizon Zero Dawn at the end of February, which is what I'm looking forward to.
We have Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't believe we're pretty much done with January already.
And then fucking...
Dragon Quest 8. Dragon Quest 8 came out on the 3DS.
Yeah, I was going to say, you mentioned that earlier. How is that? You said it was really good?
That game looks amazing. Like, Pokemon... Like, you thought... Like, Chris, did you think Pokemon looked good, or did you think it looked janky?
No, I thought Pokemon looked really good.
Alright, well, this game looks, like, 3 times better.
Okay.
Like, sometimes your guy's standing there in Pokemon and he looks a little derpy because it's so pixelated. There's none of that in this game. The character models look incredible. Like, everything in this game looks really good.
Now, is this the PS2 one?
Yes, this is the PS2 one.
Like
it just got ported to 3DS?
It just got ported to 3DS.
Like the really good PS2 one?
The really good PS2 one. That's the one.
Where's Amazon? Now I'm out a little bit more money.
No, this game is bomb. If you played on PS2, I only played the very beginning of it, but it's good. It's all voice acted too now, by the way.
It's $40.
It wasn't voice acted before. It's voice acted now. It's great.
It is great.
It's pretty great. Like I want to play.
In the words of Hollowblade, it's great.
In the words of Caleb, it's fine.
This game's fine, I guess. It's fine. See, I feel like that's such a different connotation when we're talking about a game.
That's true.
This game's fine. Oh, it's pretty good, I guess.
It cost me $32. Now I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, just wait. There's no rush. It's like a 80-hour game or something. It's pretty long, so.
Yeah, I haven't even started Resident Evil 7 yet.
Exactly.
Did you get it today? Did it finally come?
Yeah, it came like probably about 6 o'clock.
You gotta play that game. Oh,
I was making Hollow Blade's Ibuki sprite.
okay.
Dude, those look so sick. I love how you posted them on Facebook and people were like, "What, John, take over your Facebook?" Like, no one believes you making these artsy things.
That was pretty good. Who was that? That was your buddy.
That was Dave, the redhead.
Dave,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that. I knew it. I knew that red hair and that beard.
Well, he's the reason I'm growing a beard, by the way, because next Christmas we're going to get together and shoot a video of us decorating each other's beards.
That's weird, but I'll allow it, Yeah. You're a straight shooter. I can't fault you for that. Hollow, are you going to grow a beard?
I have a beard-esque.
I was going to say, you kind of have facial hair already, right?
Yeah, I don't have a beard, per se. I have a beard, but it's not like a bro beard.
It's not like a huge hipstery beard that
exactly.
you be a lumberjack with?
Yes, exactly.
I can't grow a big hipstery beard.
Or a lion. No, not...
Or a lion.
Or
the Lion King.
Yeah, I can't grow a big hipstery beard. I don't grow connectors, sadly.
Yeah, neither than I. That's the only thing keeping me from growing a facial hair, honestly, is that I'm a terrible Mexican and it doesn't look good.
I think you'd look really awesome with a stash.
Like I can't really grow a
stash.
No, God, no. You shut your goddamn dirty whore mouth, Hollow.
I just imagine Caleb with this big-ass stash and he curls the ends of it up. Like, up towards by his eyes.
I don't even think I could grow my hair like that is the thing. It's pretty wispy, even at this age. It's depressing.
How old
as
are
a
you?
Mexican. 27.
Dude, I didn't grow hair, like, on my cheeks until, like, 29.
Wow.
Like, all I grew was a neck beard. Now I can grow it on my cheeks, like...
Yeah, you can grow a neck beard on your cheeks?
No, before 29, all I could grow is a neck beard. Now I can grow hair on my cheeks.
No, I know. I was just fucking with you. That's cool. That gives me some kind of hope. Yeah. It also kind of makes me feel bad that some people can grow this awesome stuff, and then some people just don't. I've heard that men with beards get more. What are you saying?
Video games, right?
Video games, Black Sea Odyssey. I've heard that guys with really awesome beards get more compliments from other guys with beards than they do from women, though. Is that true?
That's fine. I don't know. I don't have an awesome beard yet. I'm on a beard board.
Oh my god. Are you in a Facebook beard group?
No. It's an old school like message board room thing.
Oh, like a forum.
Yeah, like an old school forum. I'm at 5 weeks right now growing, and people are like, you have to wait till like 10 to 12 weeks to find out what your beard growth is gonna be like. And right now, it's like 2 weeks ago, I felt like I had pubes super glued to my face. And now my hair is probably like a quarter to half an inch long in most places. Except for my chin. My chin grows like a fucking weed. My chin's probably like an inch and a half. And they're like, just don't touch it. So I have not shaved or touched my face in 5 weeks, since December 27th. And my goal is to not touch my face for an entire year. I want a yeared.
A yeared?
That's what you call a beard that you don't touch for a year. You call it a yeared.
You call it a yeared. Yeah. This is for those of you guys just tuning in. This is the Gaming Beard podcast where we're gamers, but all we talk about is our beards. So,
we also have lots of fedora collections.
We do. No, we don't have fedora
fedoras. I don't own. I own lots of hats, but no fedoras.
I traded in all my game collection for fedoras. It's great.
all of your anime.
All of the anime all turned into fedoras. So now I'm
all the JRPGs. Cool. Oh no! Now he's Fedora the Explorer.
Don't make me laugh, you son of a bitch.
Beards.
No, well, my plan Yeah, now my voice is really going. My plan is that...
I'm like, Bane, what plan? My plan is to grow this beard.
No, my plan...
That's all as far as I've thought it out.
My plan is to be, like, super hipstery, and I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight and, like, buff up a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to San Francisco, and I'm gonna be a hot hipster dude. Walking around in my glasses and vaping.
You know all the demon hipster chicks?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's a good plan.
But my thick, but I already have the glasses, and I already vape, and I already kind of dress like a hipster.
Yeah, you do. You just need some suspenders and some plaid.
I have suspenders. I wear plaid. You joke. You made fun of me.
Oh, this is beautiful.
You've
it's a
achieved
beautiful
the goal,
thing.
And then all you need to do is go to Starbucks and have some pumpkin spice.
Oh no, that's white. That's basic white bitches, man. That's not hipster dudes.
Isn't that what you're going for?
No.
No, he's gonna have a flat white.
Yeah, I gotta have a flat white, yo. No, black coffee. I'm in San Francisco. It's the only place I can drink black coffee because the coffee's actually good.
It's pretty good.
Huh.
Although I have heard things about the Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Although the coffee is very average. It's like just the combo of everything.
But they love. It just seems like a cultural institution in Canada.
Oddly enough, I rarely go there. So I
Do
don't
you?
drink coffee, so I don't.
You monster.
Every now and then, if I want a donut, I'll go there, get a donut.
Do they have really good donuts, or is it just like the value menu or whatever that people
No.
like?
They're pretty decent. They're standard. They're not fancy. But they have these things called Timbits, which are like donut bowls.
They're munchkins.
I think that's what. Munchkins? Is that what you guys call them?
Yeah, that's what I'm donuts.
They're like
call
the centers of the donuts, basically, turned into donuts, and I like that. I like those. Those are my jam.
Why do people buy donuts and donut holes separately? Why doesn't some entrepreneur baker just leave the holes in the donuts?
They do. It's called a fucking donuts. Boston cream or a jelly.
Oh, that's
or as Pokemon taught me, what's it called? What are those things called?
Is it donut Pokemon?
No.
I don't fucking know what the hell you're talking about.
It wouldn't surprise me at this point. There's so many different Pokemon.
A Masada or something like that. The shit that guy in the Pokemon game in Sun and Moon he just like spends his entire adventure just eating donuts.
The kid who you beat repeatedly?
Yes,
the kid who's always happy. Not very good.
Yeah, he's not very good. You just beat the shit out of him over and over again.
In the first
Malasadas. That's what they're called, malasadas. Those are basically just like fried donuts with the hole left in.
Okay.
Wait, what did you call it?
Malasada?
Like a bear claw.
I want to look up what the fuck this is.
It's gonna make you want donuts. So be careful.
It's a Portuguese confection made of egg-sized balls of yeast dough that are deep-fried in oil and coated with granulated sugar. So they're Zepperlis.
Oh, okay. Ooh, we're getting serious now.
Yeah, Chris has just stepped it up a notch.
Yeah. Do you guys ever buy like the you guys ever buy the Grands, those biscuits, like the Easy Bake biscuits that come in a tube?
Chris bakes his own biscuits.
I do bake my own biscuits.
Well, anyway, if you get those biscuits, I can't remember the name of the brand. With the little white guy.
Pillsbury.
Yes, Pillsbury Grands. I can't believe I was blanking on that. But have you ever gotten the Grands and then just like torn off pieces and deep fried them as balls and then covered them in sugar?
No.
I know. I think Chris likes covering balls in sugar.
Yeah, I know you do, Chris.
All the balls in sugar.
That's why my throat's this way.
It was a thing I used to eat when I was younger. It was a really easy way to make donuts. You just tear them off into little balls, deep fry them, and then cover them in salt and sugar. It's fantastic.
What we used to do with those is flatten them out, cut up some apple. Like, you flatten them, break them off, flatten them out, throw some apple, like cut up apple inside, cover it in cinnamon sugar, close it up like an empanada.
That sounds delicious.
Put some cinnamon sugar on top of it and bake them like normal, and then they come out as like little apple turnovers. They're delicious.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds really good.
That sounds really, really good.
Man.
Kind of hungry now. What have you done? All right, do we have any gaming news, Caleb?
There's little things. little things here and there. Let me see.
Oh, here, real quick, something I actually noticed earlier this week. Did you guys see the boxes for? Oh no! For the Switch.
I did when you told me to look at them.
Yeah, they look like little PSP boxes. They're kind of cool looking.
I don't know about you guys, but when I finally do pick up a Switch, I'm going purely digital.
I'll probably just go digital too.
How big are the hard? I'm not. How big are the hard drives on that thing?
They're SD cards.
Oh,
yeah, you have to. But SD cards are relatively cheap these days.
You can buy a 2 terabyte for like $40.
No, you cannot.
I think it's micro SDs.
I thought they were just regular SD.
I have to double check. I thought I started.
I know the new 3DS are micro.
Maybe they're just like minis. But it's not as big of a problem as you might think. They're pretty cheap. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't saying anything.
No, Hollow. What was the news?
Oh, just that that you could see what the box art looks like for Switch games.
Yeah, they look like PSP cases or PS Vita cases.
It's kind of cool.
Small. Kind of interesting. I mean, I still haven't honestly seen the cartridges. I don't think. For
they
like the games come on.
They look like PS Vita cartridges.
Let's see a picture of them. Oh yeah, man, that's a tiny ass cartridge, is what that is. Holy shit. Dang. So that's news.
That's news. That's some news. Caleb, did you see anything? Notice anything in the news?
Did you guys see the new Mass Effect trailer?
There's a new Mass Effect trailer that came out today. I still haven't gotten a chance to watch it, but I plan to later tonight. We've got a list. We've got a list of games for Evo. The Evo lineup for 2017 has been revealed. It's pretty standard: Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Smash Bros. Melee and 4, Blaze Blue, the newest one, King of Fighters 14, and then Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 and Injustice 2. And there's a couple other random ones up for vote, like Nidhogg and ARMS, actually. Is up for vote. So if anyone really wants ARMS to see some serious ARMS meta play at Evo, just go to the site and vote to see ARMS. Let's see, what else we got? Square Enix announced its plans, announced a partnership with Marvel to make a series of games, which is kind of exciting, even though we don't have a lot yet.
Who's this?
Square Enix and Marvel.
Yeah, it's being done by the Tomb Raider and Deus Ex developer.
Yes. Yeah. So Eidos Montreal and Crystal Dynamics, who made Tomb Raider and the Deus Ex, the new Deus Ex games, respectively, they're teaming up to make an Avengers game, which was announced with a teaser, and they'll also be working on other games after that in the Avengers universe. But it's nice to actually see Marvel going for this kind of partnership. I haven't seen anything like this since Capcom, which I didn't even think that still exists anymore. But like back in the SNES days, they used to make all kinds of stuff. And apparently the guy who runs the video games division of Marvel has been really upset for the past several years about the games that they have produced and wants to really push for really high-quality stuff, and that's why he signed on with those companies and with Square Enix.
He's an angel.
Which is exciting.
It is, yeah. I mean, some of the Spider-Man games we've gotten haven't been that bad. They've been passable.
Not all the games are terrible, and there was Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but I think that was a while ago.
All those were a while ago.
And maybe it was his decision to release those because he realized that they were good, and if Marvel wasn't producing good games, they might as well release the games. They might as well re-release the good games that they had.
Except they were like stupid expensive.
and they were jank, and there was a bunch of updates that had to happen and stuff like that.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Yeah, but I didn't realize that I don't think any official new Marvel games have come out since like 2011. Somebody was saying, which sounds like a longer amount of time than I thought.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we got some Spider-Man game.
Well, the Spider-Man game that's coming out is also his doing, teaming up with the company that made Wait, so was it Sucker Punch they teamed up with?
But wait, we got the Amazing Spider-Man in 2012.
Oh man, that's a long ass time ago.
Oh wow.
We got
that game is very expensive on the Vita.
Deadpool in 2013.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 had a game, didn't it?
Yep, 2014.
It just got removed from the Wii U store we mentioned.
Yeah, Deadpool. We got Deadpool.
Spider-Man Unlimited, which was a mobile game that was pretty good. We got Lego Marvel's Avengers.
So many fucking Lego games.
But the Lego games are so good.
They're fantastic.
They are, honestly. I remember getting I got the Lord of the Rings one for super cheap just because it was available, and then I played it and I was like, this is one of the best Lord of the Rings games I've ever played.
And it's a fucking Lego game.
It's a fucking Lego game. But they're fun. They are fun games.
What about Marvel Heroes? Marvel Heroes is great. That's their MOBA.
Is that the mobile MOBA?
No, that's the MOBA that's on PC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about their like Diablo clone MMO type?
That was cool too. I like that one.
Was that Ultimate Alliance? I don't.
No, that's I don't know what that one's called actually. Now that I think about it,
I'm looking it up right now. Is that Marvel Heroes? Is that the one?
That's what I thought, but maybe I don't think they have a
Marvel Heroes.
Yeah, they don't have a MOBA.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking of that has a MOBA? DC has a MOBA.
Do they?
Yeah.
The hell smart MOBA do they have?
What the fuck is the name of DC? I think it's called DC Heroes. I'm looking it up. Infinite Crisis, but it's shut down already.
Damn.
Oh yeah. They used to have a decent following, it seemed like.
Played that MOBA. I got yelled at in like 2 minutes in the beta, and I was like, fuck this game, I'm out.
Whoa, sounds like a pretty standard MOBA.
That's why you play Smite. If you're going to play a MOBA, play Smite.
What is Smite exactly? I know the name, but...
It's all like the mythical gods from like different regions, kind of arena MOBA. It's a ton of fun. I have a lot of fun. I play Zeus or Hercules most of the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Does she really?
Yeah. So, and I keep telling them that I want them to do like Jesus and Moses, but they're like, nah, we're not touching Western religions. I was like, oh, come on, do a pack, Jesus, Moses, and Muhammad.
I was kind of thinking that was what God of War 4 was going to be about until they showed off the Norse gods.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. that would be pretty funny, though.
I don't know how I feel about God of War and Norse gods. I really don't.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of God of War in general, so I'm open to whatever they do. I'll see.
I love God of War.
Yeah, the series is pretty good. I liked the first one fair enough. I thought the third one was hot garbage.
Oh yeah, so do I. But there's two games that are really good. Like 1 and 2 are really good, and
never played the second one.
Blades of Chaos is pretty good.
But the first one was pretty good. Was it Blades of Chaos and Ghost of Sparta were the spin-offs?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
I heard they were good. I also heard they did not do well for whatever reason. At least like commercially.
They were on the PSP. That's why they didn't do well.
Oh, say no more. Say no more, fam. Oh, jeez. We talked about Mass Effect. There's lots of games getting announced and lots of reviews coming out.
Can I ask a quick question, though? What the fuck ever happened to David Jaffe?
That name sounds really familiar.
He's the guy that created God of War.
Oh, yeah. What does he do? Does he still work for...
No, he
left after 2.
Created...
Yeah, he left after 2.
Yeah, or like in the middle of 2.
Oh, he also created Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That last game he made wasn't very
He...
very hot.
When was the last game? Drawn to Death and Twisted Metal, the reboot in 2012.
Oh, the game was so bad.
I did
that game was 3.0.
Oh, Drawn to Death, the game that did that already come out?
That was Drawn to Death.
Oh yeah, no, it's still coming. It's like an MMO shooter game where you draw weapons. I remember seeing a trailer at E3 like 2 years ago, and it looked pretty interesting. I haven't heard anything about it since then. Four-player multiplayer in an arena shooter type setting, set inside the pages of a teenager's notebook, and it has a hand-drawn looking visual style. Yeah, I remember seeing this.
This game, the art style of this game looks baller.
Yeah, and then we just been 2 years since we've heard anything.
This game looks like it'd be really good on the Wii U.
PlayStation Experience keynote opening ceremony on December 6, 2014. Yep. That's a while ago. Oh, great. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I was just wondering what he'd been up to, because I remember there was like huge controversy when he left like halfway through God of War 2. And then he was pissed because Sony was like, ours now, and we're going to do whatever the fuck we want. Because he wanted to kill Kratos at the end of 2.
Oh. That might have been a good story decision, but then they couldn't make God of War 7.
Well, his thing was that if you beat God of War 1, you find out that he had, and you get a secret part, you find out he had a brother.
Oh.
And what was going to happen was God of War 3 was going to be you played as Kratos' brother going to Hades to rescue him. Sony did the flip, and you went to Hades and fought your brother, I believe, at some point.
Huh. In like, was that in Ghost of Sparta or one of the other ones?
Yeah, I believe that's in the one that came out after 3.
Okay. Or Chains of Olympus or whatever the spin-offs were.
Yeah.
We got some small little news here and there coming out that I can touch on real quick. Sega has put all of Sonic's soundtracks up on Spotify for anybody who's curious. And I mean all of them. Sonic Adventure through Sonic 3D, through Sonic Spinball, and all of the Genesis Sonics. Apparently they're all up.
What about Sonic Boom?
I haven't looked for that one. I wouldn't be upset if it wasn't there. Sonic Boom does not... Oh, actually. Wait a minute. The song Sonic Boom from... it's one gigantic collection of all, like, the best songs from all the Sonic games on one, like, 20th anniversary edition. But it's pretty fucking big. Holy shit. Just looking at this thing. Ooh. Anyway, Sonic Boom, the song from Sonic 3D is on there, but not the Sonic Boom soundtrack, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Sonic Boom, the Sonic Boom soundtrack by Sonic Boom for Sonic Boom.
Yes.
Something like that, right?
Made for Sonic Boom by Sonic 3D. I don't know. Somebody got a Switch tattoo.
Already?
Yeah, someone has a Switch tattoo on their thigh. There's pictures on the internet. I guess that's cool. Yeah. That's the thing. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 got a patch recently to nerf its difficulty, actually.
Oh, really?
Apparently they changed a bunch of stuff, but part of it was making it easier. Ni no Kuni has a PC. They announced a PC version of it, which is going to be coming before the end of this year. Ni no Kuni 2. Resident Evil 7 speedruns are already under 2 hours. For people who were curious about how that game was going to hold up with the speed. Yeah, and there's a bunch of little tiny games here and there getting announced as the year is starting to gain momentum. Chris, did you see the game that the Downwell people announced? Their follow-up?
No, I have not. What is this called?
It looks really goofy, but it looks fun. It's called Minute, spelled M-I-N-I-T. And they released a teaser trailer. Basically, it's like an open world, like Link's Awakening style game where you literally have 60 seconds to just do as much as you can.
So it's like Half Minute Hero.
Kind of like that, but apparently it's I guess I never played Half Minute Hero.
Why didn't you play Half Minute Hero?
I've heard the name before. I don't think I've ever actually seen the game. Now that I think about it, I don't know.
Half Minute Hero was a top-down Link's Awakening style game where you played as a dude with a sword, and you only had 30 seconds. And once you hit 30 seconds, you would just die and have to start over.
Oh. Okay. Well, this game has, it looks like a top-down like Link's Awakening, but it still has much more of an art style like Downwell. So you're like a little black and white duck-looking guy.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now.
And like the music gets faster, and I don't know, it just looks kind of cool. Prey is actually coming out pretty soon. May 5th. We got a release date for that. For anyone who is interested in the sort of reboot to the Prey series, I'm not sure what to even fucking call it. Game that's totally different that they slapped the name on because it sounded cool. I don't know. I think it looks interesting. I never played the other one though, so I really don't know. But that's coming May 5th. Just a bunch of tiny indie games getting announced for the Nintendo Switch, actually at launch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, what was it? That game company who made World of Goo, Little Inferno, and Human Resource Machine. Those 3 games.
Human Resource Machine.
I never played Human Resource Machine, but the other 2 were amazing. All 3 of those are going to be available at launch on the digital store. There's a new Call of Duty coming that has Kevin Smith because reasons. Or a new Call of Duty Zombies DLC, sorry, that has Kevin Smith.
I want to play that.
I mean, they've done comic book stuff or horror stuff before.
But it's like him and just some random actors just shooting zombies. I don't know.
That's who did they have? They had Danny Trejo and just some random people in like the first COD Zombies to the second one.
Was it Danny Trejo with like Sarah Michelle Gellar? And,
yeah, it was just like random people.
The one in Black Ops 3 might still be my favorite.
What
was it with? That was with Jeff Goldblum and who else was in that? The one that was in like the 1930s, like Casablanca style one. That one was amazing.
Oh, that one was good.
It was super fucking hard. Final Fantasy 15 is getting a monster encyclopedia for free at some point. And there's a carnival event going on in the game right now.
It's so much fun.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's actually a ton of fun.
I haven't touched it yet.
I haven't played that game in a while.
It's in Alticia. It goes on until February 6th. Head over. It's fun. It'll eat a little bit of time. Not much.
Oh, I gotta try that at some point. But yeah, I mean that's new DLC coming for the recent Deus Ex game. Yeah, a bunch of little stuff here and there. I think people are mostly just playing all the new games that are coming out and starting to come out. Resident Evil 7 or any Resident Evil, none of them are coming to Switch as of right now.
Too violent, not good for kids.
Too much water.
Too much water. That's right.
So Capcom's doing a really weird thing right now, as far as how they've decided to support the Switch, which is to give them the reboot, like their remake of Street Fighter 2, and literally that's it, and just to see how it does. And apparently Ultra Street Fighter 2 is not being released on any other console because they want to see how it does on the Switch before they release it on any other console. So
I read about that. Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't seem like a smart business decision to me.
It's a great business decision. It's not a litmus test for Street Fighter. It's a litmus test for the Switch.
I guess that's true.
But they don't. But that's the thing, though. They're using the Switch as the testing ground.
Right, to see how many copies of Street Fighter sell on the Switch to find out if Capcom should continue developing games for the Switch. If Street Fighter doesn't sell well on the Switch, Capcom won't make games on the Switch. Whereas they'll release the Street Fighter later on down the road for other consoles.
See, I don't even know if they have plans to ever...
They said right now they don't have any plans.
Okay, because it just seemed weird to me to just do what they're doing. Because, it seems like people's response to Ultra Street Fighter 2 has been really mixed. Because a lot of people just don't even really understand what it is. And it seems like a lot of people are just convinced it's basically Street Fighter 2 HD Remix, but on the Switch. Which it is not. It is way better than that. But, I mean... I hope they can do a better job of getting the word out of what this game actually is before the release date. Because I could see it doing well if people understand what Ultra Street Fighter 2 was. But I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I honestly, it's just Capcom going, we'll release this game that should be big on Nintendo's console. If it sells well, okay, we'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, then fuck this console. We out.
Yeah.
We all know it's probably not going to sell all that well. Let's be fair.
I mean, if a lot of third-party people pull the same tactic, it probably won't. But I guess we'll see. It's still not getting as much third-party support as I thought it would. We still have like a huge list of people that are allegedly supporting it, but haven't announced games for it, and who knows when they will. But. We got Skyrim. I don't know how hard it was to port Skyrim, but
probably not hard because it's not Skyrim HD. It's just Skyrim.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
That's
yeah. That's indeed. Yes.
Like no offense to the Switch or anything, but after playing Skyrim with mods and everything else on the Xbox One, I don't think I could go back to like vanilla Skyrim, even playing it on the go on the Switch.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Like mods just add so much to the overall experience of a game that I've already played the hell out of. So to have the mods there, it adds so many new things and so many like new areas, new monsters, new ways to play. It's not for me. It's basically having it on Xbox One is like being able to play it on PC just with a controller. And
now has Dawn played it?
Yeah, Dawn loves it. She makes me download mods for her.
Oh, nice.
Like she likes the Lord of the Rings weapons.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the Switch.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
I'm really like right now. I really hope Breath of the Wild runs fine on the Wii U. I really do. And I have high hopes for it, seeing as how well the transition for Twilight Princess was between the GameCube to the Wii. So I have really high hopes that they're going to give us an exceptional game on both the Wii U and the Switch.
I hope so.
Yeah, for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I hope for everybody's sake it's...
Be nice.
Yeah.
But Nintendo needs to stop doing this bullshit where they're like, hey, a new Zelda's coming. Oh, by the way, it's coming out for our old console and our new console. Because the last new console Zelda game we got was Skyward Sword, which was trash. Game is bad.
Oh, Skyward Sword. That's the only Zelda game I still have not played.
The only thing you need to do for Skyward Sword is just go online and like watch the story trailer, the story trailer stuff. because the story is amazing in that game, and it's the first game, and it tells you the origin of the Hero of Time and Ganon and all that other shit.
Wow, you're in the game. You're making an appearance.
At the end of the game, spoilers.
Right on.
I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know if that stuff is entirely necessary to the mythos. I felt like they touched on that pretty well with some of the other games already.
No, they've never touched on, like, that's the thing, is like you think that this is the, like, you really wouldn't need this, but this is like the creation of the Triforce. Why Hyrule is the way it is. There's no Din, Nehru, and Favor in this game at all. Like, you hear about them and you meet them towards the end of the game. It's fucking amazing. Like, the story's really, really good.
So just watch like a YouTube compilation of the game in movie form. That's basically what you're saying I should do.
Yeah, basically. Because like Skyward Sword would be a much better game without motion controls.
Probably, yeah. Motion controls are kind of gay. I think everyone established that already, and I hope Nintendo learns their lesson.
Like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, well, I was just going to say, like, I have a feeling Nintendo hasn't learned their lesson yet with gimmicks. But we'll have to wait and see.
Like, had Skyward Sword been controller buttons D-pad, I think I would have played that game more religiously than I did. I played it to completion because I'm a Zelda fan, but, like, I hated, like, having to lift my sword up in the air to, like, power up stones, and I hate the waggle bullshit. I really hate the waggle bullshit.
It seems to me like the option to actually swing your controller as a sword wouldn't have been a bad one if you had the option to turn it off, which it sounds like you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me. It really doesn't. Wow. I don't want to swing around my controller like an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to just hold the thing.
But see, my thing is, people are like, "Oh, you just want to play traditional Zelda with the controller," and that's why you don't like Skyward Sword. And I'm like, but the 3DS games I think are amazing. Like Spirit Tracks, I thought was really good, and the way you control it on there is like you draw on the touchscreen to move Link, and you swipe on the touchscreen to slice. I had no problems with that. I didn't have to stand up and look like an asshole waving my arms around in my living room. That's a thing that's annoying. Like, I think people are over that. Nobody wants to do that. Stop it, Nintendo. Nobody wants to do that. No one wants to waggle. No one wants to jerk. At least not to play a dumb Nintendo game. I don't want to have to lay my controller flat and tilt it to the left and to the right to, like, make a beetle fly through a hole. Yes, that's in Skyward Sword as well.
Oh
is.
Dear.
Yeah.
This. Okay.
That's a thing.
That sounds like a thing.
That's a thing. That's a thing. All right.
Anyway,
well, I think.
Are we ready to wrap this up here?
What time is it? 11? Oh yeah, it's time. It's time to wrap it up.
Can you remember all of the things you need to say?
No, I can't. Chris, I'm going to give it back to you because I just have no idea what the fuck I'm doing at this point. Because they can reach us at all these other places, but I'm going to fuck it up. So it's all you. You can whisper it in sweet silence if you wish. I'm not going to whisper it. All right, guys. This has been the Gaming Death Podcast. Oh, God, you sound terrible. Yeah, I know. Remember that we are live each and every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/gamingdeath. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. If you don't listen to us live, you're probably catching us on either iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or now Google Play. If you guys are listening to us there, please, go over, give us a review. Get us up there. Let's try to get some more people listening. I'd love it. Remember, you can send emails and be part of the show to podcast@gamingdeath.com. And make sure you guys go over to geekyantics.net to listen to more podcasts just like this one. Yes. Handing it back to you now, Hollow. All right, well, that's the show, guys. I'm Hollow. That's Chris. I'm gonna stop making you talk. Caleb, though,
I'm
you have
Don.
to. Don's still here though. That's
Don,
good.
you're very manly these days. I'm Kyle.
Later, homies.
Have a good night.
See you, bros.
And I'm spent. Did I do it right?